Pope Francis passing. Thousands gather for funeral and inauguration of new Pope. In a poignant moment for the Catholic community and beyond, world leaders are set to converge in Rome this Saturday for the funeral of Pope Francis, a beloved figure whose impact resonated far and wide. The Vatican has confirmed that the Pope's body will lie in state at the iconic St. Peter's Basilica for 3 days, allowing thousands of faithful Catholics to come and pay their respects to a man who dedicated his life to service and compassion. As preparations ramp up for the solemn funeral, which will include a significant security operation around the Vatican, the world's media has begun to arrive in Rome, ready to cover this historic event. Following the funeral, a papal conclave will convene to select the next leader of the Catholic Church, marking a pivotal moment in its history. Among the dignitaries expected to attend are prominent figures, such as US President Donald Trump, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Republic of Ireland will be represented by President Michael D. Higgins and his wife, Sabina, alongside Taoiseach Michael Martin and Tánaiste Simon Harris. In a gesture of respect, flags will be flown at half-mast over public buildings on Saturday, reflecting the gravity of this occasion. President Higgins took a moment to visit the papal nunciature in Dublin earlier this week, where he signed a book of condolences. Reflecting on his encounters with the Pope, he remarked, "I thought of the times we have met and the discussions we had, his ability to embrace the suffering, particularly those who are marginalized. His vision was wider than many in politics and public life." Higgins fondly recalled the Pope's visit to Ireland in August 2018, describing it as a warm visit that left a lasting impression. "I met him 5 times, and I value and appreciate all of those conversations," he shared. His emphasis was always on our shared humanity, reaching out beyond the Catholic Church. This week, an incorporeal cabinet meeting is anticipated to approve President Higgins's attendance at the funeral, as the Constitution requires the President to seek government consent for any travel outside the state during their term. The funeral mass is scheduled to take place at 10 a.m. on Saturday, in St. Peter's Square, presided over by Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, the Dean of the College of Cardinals. A key figure in the Vatican during this transitional period will be Dublin-born Cardinal Kevin Farrell, who was appointed Camerlengo by the late Pope in 2019. He will oversee the administration of the Vatican until a new pontiff is elected, and has already led prayers over the body of Pope Francis. At 77 years old, Cardinal Farrell, who hails from Drimnagh, has spent most of his clerical life in the United States, and is the highest-ranking Irishman at the Vatican. He was educated by the Christian Brothers, as was his brother, Bishop Brian Farrell, although neither served as a priest in Ireland. As the sun set over the Vatican on Tuesday night, a somber atmosphere enveloped St. Peter's Square, where many gathered to reflect on the Pope's legacy. Betty Leahy, visiting from Killia in County Cork, expressed her feelings, saying, "It's very sad to hear he is dead, but I think everybody was kind of half expecting it. It's a very special time to be here and an honor. He was a very good man, and seemed to be very honorable." This moment marks not just a farewell to a revered leader, but also a celebration of a life dedicated to love, compassion, and unity.